Okay, so I've said before on this show that I don't like timed exclusivity. Actually, saying I don't like it is putting it very mildly. I hate it. I think it is one of the worst trends in current gaming. Doesn't matter if it's for PC or PS4 or Xbox One, it doesn't matter. I hate it either way. I hate it. I think the concept of exclusive is being really lost on today's gaming market, where we have companies blatantly coming out like just saying, oh, it's an exclusive, it's an exclusive, or you get to play it first on this, you get to play it first on that. Even games that people are really looking forward to, like the Final Fantasy VII Remake, is a timed exclusive for the PlayStation 4. So if you thought it was a PS4 exclusive, no, it's not. It's a timed exclusive, alright? Timed exclusive. Yeah, I'm fucking hyped for it, but I still hate that they have to go, well, it's play it first on PlayStation 4. So you guys on PC and Xbox are going to have to wait. Because we get it first. Because we're special, apparently. Which, I don't know. I guess this is just my Sony, the Sony pony in me talking. I can understand it a tiny bit more for something like Final Fantasy VII. Because when you think of Final Fantasy, you think of PlayStation. You don't think of Xbox, you don't think of PC. That's like the first, especially Final Fantasy VII. You don't think of PC, you don't think of Xbox. You think of PlayStation when you think of Final Fantasy VII. That was one of the great PlayStation exclusives way back in the day. And now it's like, okay, I still think it's shitty, but I can microscopically understand it a little bit more than anything else these days. Should PlayStation have, and the worst is this DLC timed exclusivity. I hate it when Destiny does it. I hate it when Dragon Age Inquisition does it. I hate it when Call of Duty does it. That's why I was not one of the guys cheering on stage when it was announced Sony was going to have timed exclusivity for Black Ops 3 now, because apparently the PlayStation is the new home for Call of Duty. So, yeah, I was not clapping. I thought that was bullshit. And I think encouraging this kind of behavior is just really starting to piss people off. And, my hatred of this is being reinforced now with this whole story about when Rise of the Tomb Raider is actually coming out. So my excitement for Rise of the Tomb Raider, I want to be really excited for it. In theory, I should be really excited for it because I love the last game. I think it is one of the best action games ever made. I fucking love it. And I never even played Tomb Raider all that much when I was younger. I barely touched the old Tomb Raider game. So I love this new one. And I should be really excited for Rise of the Tomb Raider, but I'm just... I like, in theory, I think like, in my mind, I can tell myself, yes, I am excited for it. But this feeling that I have towards it is, no. I'm not really all that... First of all, I don't think the gameplay looks all that great. I'll just throw that out there. And that's a very minor thing, because, you can release a bad demo. There have been really stupid demos of eventually great games that have come out. I can't name any examples off my head, but I know that there are. And it's just, I just don't think, I just think it looks bland. I just think that there was a poor choice of footage to show. I think it's going to be great. I'm probably going to love it when I eventually get to play it. But a lot of my excitement for the game has been really dampened by this whole timed exclusivity crap with Xbox. And I made a video last year. It's been almost a year since I made that video, and I will be covering Gamescom. Don't worry. I will be talking about their Microsoft conference then. Is that Tomb Raider was going to be an Xbox One exclusive, or they said exclusive, and then it came out later that it's a timed exclusive. So it's not like a Street Fighter V situation where they paid for the rights to use that property, which I think, yeah, I still think it's shit, and I've covered this in another video. I still think it's shit that Sony did that with Street Fighter V, but I covered that in another video. Go watch that one. But timed exclusivity is something else, where at least I used to think it was worse that they bought the franchise forever away from Xbox people, but I must admit, I think it's a little bit better, but more slightly acceptable because it's an actual console exclusive. And yeah, Street Fighter is not known to be a gigantic, PlayStation exclusive. It's not. So it was an odd choice to do that, but, And I still don't think it's a really great idea. I think it was a waste of money when Sony could have just made their own fighting franchise exclusive to PS4. Just make something new. At least Microsoft owns Rare, so them having Killer Instinct be an Xbox One exclusive for that time, they made more sense. But Sony buying Street Fighter V, no, not really, but at least it's something for them to brag about, that it's an actual console exclusive. And Microsoft's been flat out lying with this whole thing with Rise of the Tomb Raider, where I've seen it in press releases where they go, "Oh, this is going to be an exclusive for Xbox One," and I'm going, "No, it's not." And they put it alongside real Xbox One exclusives like Halo 5 and Crackdown and Forza 6. Rise of the Tomb Raider is not an Xbox One exclusive. It is on the 360 as well. That's something they don't want to admit, so it's a cross-gen game. So it's going to be held back from being a real next-gen game, which a lot of people I don't see how are having a problem with that, but whatever, that's a big problem for me. So it's like they're completely ignoring the Xbox 360 version. I'm pretty sure that when the PlayStation version eventually does come out next fucking holiday, so you're going to have to wait a whole year for that, guys, which, honestly, in theory is not surprising, but it just infuriates me to see it in words. That unless I buy an Xbox One this holiday season, which, granted, I most likely will. From my point of view, I most likely will. But I ain't buying Rise of the Tomb Raider. I'm not. I don't want to play Rise of the Tomb Raider on the Xbox One. I don't want to support this. I don't want to give them my money. So even if I did buy an Xbox One this holiday season, I'm not buying it for Xbox One. This trickery, this kind of trickery, it will not work on me. Even if there's a bundle, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be one, with a 1 terabyte system with Rise of the Tomb Raider, I'm going to go out of my way to not get it. Because that's supporting that. I don't want to support that. Like, even if I didn't have a PS4 by now, I would never in a million fucking years buy a Street Fighter V bundle for the PS4. I won't. Because I don't like this whole exclusivity thing. And I've said in the past, real exclusive stuff, like a Halo 5 bundle for Xbox One, that's fine. Halo is known as an Xbox exclusive. When you think of Halo, you think of Xbox. Same with, Uncharted. If there's an Uncharted 4 bundle for the Xbox One, Xbox One, wouldn't that be the day? Oh God, please don't let that happen. For Uncharted 4 bundle for PS4, that makes sense. Nathan Drake is a huge PlayStation icon. Uncharted is a huge PlayStation exclusive franchise. Or when you think of Ratchet & Clank, if they ever did a Ratchet & Clank bundle, that makes sense. If they ever did a God of War 4 bundle with the PS4, that makes sense. Those are franchises that the PlayStation is known for. And Halo, Fable, Gears, that is stuff that Xbox is known for. And yeah, they're already trying to start creating their new icons with the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. I don't know if it's worked so far. I can't really think of any. I mean, I guess besides Bloodborne, but I don't know if the Hunter would be considered a big icon for the PS4, even though Bloodborne is by far the best PlayStation 4 exclusive out there. Please go buy it if you haven't already. I don't know. I don't know. I'm getting sidetracked. So let me read to you what I've read from this. So, and this is coming from PlayStation Lifestyle, and I'll put the article in the description box. After a year of uncertainty, Square Enix has confirmed that Rise of the Tomb Raider is coming to PlayStation 4 in holiday 2016, with a PC release in early 2016. So good. The guys on PC, you guys are getting it earlier than the PlayStation guys are, which is a bit... Actually, no, that's not a bit odd, because Microsoft owns fucking PC. So, okay, they own PC. That makes more sense. But it still hurts. You know, it still fucking hurts that me, because I don't own a specific console, I am stuck with playing my game, a game that I really want, not on my console of choice, because Microsoft bribed Square Enix and Crystal Dynamics. And to be fair, to be absolutely fair, that's not limited to that. I don't like that Sony is paying for timed exclusivity for No Man's Sky. I really don't like that. I don't like that. But you know what? I don't like that they bought timed exclusivity for Transistor, which I haven't heard anything about Transistor yet for Xbox One. I have my doubts that that's even... And if that's true, if that never comes to the Xbox One, then that will be a PS4 console exclusive. Which is a bit odd considering Bastion was on the Xbox 360, but we'll see. I haven't thought about that in a while. That'll be interesting to see if Transistor will ever come to Xbox One, which I have my doubts, but you know, we'll see. So, but here's the thing. I think I'm more forgiving of timed exclusivity on indie developers, because indie developers, you know, they don't have the big budgets that people like Square Enix and Ubisoft and EA have. They don't. They just don't. So, I think partnering with a certain console, and it gives you more exposure, okay? If there's a really great... I'm not saying I accept it. I'm saying I understand it a little bit better for that situation. Now, the concept of AAA developed games being timed exclusives, that's what worries me. And I said this last year. That's what really worries me, because now that Square Enix has done this, what's Sony going to do? It's bad enough to do this whole DLC crap, but you know what? Even with the DLC thing, you have the base game. You have the game. It's not like you're waiting a month or a year or 6 months to play the actual game. It's just the DLC content. And the DLC content might not even be worth it. So really, you don't care. Let's say you don't want the DLC. You just want to play the base game. That's fine. All the base game releases simultaneously on all the systems. That's fine. You know, well, not that concept, the base game, the vanilla version of the game. That's fine. Now, timed exclusivity for AAA games, I think, is fucking bullshit. I think that is an ugly, ugly ass trend that needs to die with this whole Tomb Raider thing. But because Microsoft fired the first shot, now Sony's going to do it with something that I don't even know what. And I said this in one of my last videos. If you guys support this, it will come back to bite you unless you own an Xbox One, a PS4, and a PC, then I guess you're set. Go ahead and support it. But for the people that just have one console at this point, it's gonna come back and it's gonna bite you in the ass if you support this. If you're an Xbox guy and you're going, woo, fuck you PlayStation guys, Rise of the Tomb Raider is gonna be on Xbox first, fuck you, ha ha ha. And I guarantee you, Sony will eventually find a franchise that you love and make it exclusive to their console for a whole year. And then you're going to be the ones going, what the fuck? Why did that happen? Well, dipshit, because Microsoft did it first. That's why. That's why they're doing it. Because people are encouraging it. You're encouraging it by doing this. Huh? So my thing is, don't buy Rise of the Tomb Raider. Don't do it. That's just my... And I don't usually like to boycott games, but in this situation, you have to. I'm sorry. If you want this trend to die, don't buy Rise of the Tomb Raider. Don't do it. At least don't buy it to where you're actually giving money to Square Enix and Crystal Dynamics. You know, wait for it to be used or something, or get it like really, really cheap down the line when it's like, I don't know, $10 or something. You know, $10. I guess that's fine, but don't make it a hit. I'm actually glad that it's coming out the same day as Fallout 4, because there's no... I think it's really funny that they made it a timed exclusive to get away from Uncharted 4, and I guarantee you they're probably going to delay it. They're probably going to delay it into December to get away from Fallout 4, because that's one of the most highly anticipated releases of this console generation, and people are just going to fall head over heels to buy that thing. And I tell you what, Tomb Raider, yeah, it probably will be a success, but it's going to be way overshadowed by Fallout 4. I just think it's really funny that they bought the rights for that to get away from Uncharted 4, and now they have to deal with another thing that's going to completely overshadow them. So really, Microsoft, what was the fucking point of buying this? You know, you could have spent your own money to make an Xbox One exclusive adventure game. Maybe have your own Uncharted. Have your own Uncharted to be proud of, instead of pulling out your fat wallet and paying for a game that people want on the PlayStation 4. Just so people would buy an Xbox One to get it. It's people that can't wait a whole year to get it. And yeah, I think it's bullshit. I think it's fucking bullshit that we're going to have to wait until probably November 2016 for us guys on the PS4 and then the PS3. So, I just think it's bullshit. I hate it. I hate it so much. It just gets my blood boiling when I look at this in words, and I go, fuck you. Fuck you, Microsoft. Fuck you, Crystal Dynamics. Fuck you, Square Enix. That's some bullshit. And stop! And Sony, don't you start. Don't you even try. I don't want to tune into Paris Games Week and have you find out that you bought something like I don't know what, something, and you're like, oh well, it's gonna be exclusive on PS4 for a whole year. Haha, fuck you, Xbox One guys. So the people that complained about it that are on the PS4, when that happens, the Xbox guys, don't give them shit. Don't be like, haha, fuck you, Xbox guys. Haha, fuck you. Don't do that. Stop it. You're just being a gigantic hypocrite. Don't do it. Don't support this trend. Let it die. Please, please, God, let it die with Rise of the Tomb Raider. Stop it. Stop it. Alright, guys. Thank you all for watching. If you like what you see, subscribe. Before I go, no, your eyes do not deceive you. I tried uploading Bloodborne footage from when I first played through it, because I had an old video that I just wanted to share with you guys of my victory against Father Gascon, and it was almost immediately muted by some third-party copyright bullshit. I had to take it down. So I'm sorry, guys. I'll try to get this straightened out. And this has happened before with some of my reviews. This is why the Interstellar review is gone, because Warner Brothers and Paramount did this copyright thing against it, and then weirdly enough they released the copyright strike on my impressions of the Interstellar trailer, and yet they refused to release it for the Interstellar review. So I just deleted it. It's not, honestly, it's not worth it. And I think it's because I had some pretty unkind words to say about Interstellar. I think that's why they pegged it. So, and because I'm not a big network. I'm not even close to being anything big. So, yeah. And fuck you, Warner Brothers. And fuck you, Paramount Pictures. Fuck you. So yeah, I'll try to get back the Bloodborne footage up. Hopefully it works, because I have other videos if I can get away with the Father Gascon thing for a while. And as far as streaming goes, because I haven't done a stream in a while, I might do one. I might do one Tuesday night when the new Life is Strange episode comes out. Or actually, I don't know, because I don't know if I want people in the chat to spoil it for me. I don't know. Okay, no, I'm gonna do Life is Strange next Tuesday, probably around. I'll put a specific date on my Twitter page, and I'll link you guys to my Twitch page as well. So yeah, expect a Life is Strange stream to happen either Tuesday night or Wednesday night, one of the two. And I'll let you guys know. And I've been meaning to stream one of like either the Telltale games or something episodic for a while. So I think Life is Strange deserves more downloads and more purchases, because it's flawed, it's very flawed. There's some really bad dialogue. There's some crap voice syncing, some painful voice acting at times. But it's one of the more unique games out there. And I highly recommend you guys pick it up. And I'm hopefully episode 4 is great. So I'm gonna show you guys why next Tuesday or next Wednesday in the stream. So look for that. Alright guys. Thank you all for watching. If you like what you see, subscribe. As always, have a good one, guys.